Hi everyone, I'm standing in front of my early 2021 Tesla Model Y. It has 65,000 miles on it, and I want to talk to you about all the accessories that I still use on a daily basis because I have reviewed a lot of accessories on this channel. Some have been great, some have stuck around, some haven't. So I want to show you what accessories I live with on a day-to-day basis inside my Tesla Model Y and outside that you might be interested in. Now let's get started by looking at what I have going on the outside of the car. And I've covered a lot of wheel covers in my time, but these are my favorite and have stuck with the car. These are replicas or close to them of the Tesla Uber Turbine wheels. And under there are one of my second things that I like a lot on, which are red caliper covers. Those caliper covers are aluminum. They're very well built. And I know some of you hate them, some of you like them. I personally like them. I can tell you that they have confused a lot of people into thinking that I have a performance car where I do not. And the wheel covers, I think, are really, really nice because living in Iowa winters, the 19-inch wheels give me the large tire that I need to support winter driving. And when I first picked up this Tesla Model Y, there weren't really any wheel covers available other than the Gemini. And I have to admit, I thought the Geminis are ugly. So I painted them. I did all kinds of things. But fortunately, the aftermarket community kicked in and we have plenty to choose from. There are literally hundreds of them. These are from my friends at EV Base. There's a discount code below, and the caliper covers are from T Restyling. Now over here on the back of the car, we got a couple of other things that I've installed and I really like. And the first one is this all carbon fiber spoiler to kind of give it that performance look. I believe that this one also was from EV Base, but it has held up relatively well. It was early. I've had this car almost 4 years now. It is having a little kind of wear and tear from weathering here on the edge. We got some of the adhesive that is kind of poking itself out here on the right-hand side. But other than that, you know, from 5 feet away, this thing still looks great. It's held on really well, and I don't think the actual Tesla spoiler can actually make that claim because so many people early on had problems with this spoiler falling off. The second thing that I want to show you down here are these blacked out badges. I really like getting rid of all the chrome. These blacked out badges have stuck with me. These are special. These are NFC badges. These have NFC chips in them that your phone can detect. You can set them up and program to do just about anything, especially on an iPhone. You can have it set up to trigger a shortcut, and I have them to trigger a shortcut that when I hold my phone up to my trunk, it will actually just open my trunk. So these are really nice. They're made for the Tesla Model Y and Model 3. They literally just stick on. The regular badges are right underneath, so if I ever want to get back to the regular badges, I can just peel these off. Next favorite accessory that I have, and it's really difficult to see, and that's kind of the point, is I have PPF on the front of my car. And I did it myself thanks to a package that was sent to me by Drive Protected Shop. They have awesome products at reasonable prices. If you want to do this work yourself, it is 100% doable yourself. And I didn't install it until about 35,000 miles. Do I regret that? Yes and no. I think I was okay with the paint chips, and there's a whole video on that if you want to go check that out. But you know, if I had to do this over again, I'd probably go ahead and spend the money on the PPF up front, especially knowing that this is something that you can definitely do yourself. Is PPF for everybody? Absolutely not, but you have to basically pick and choose what you feel is important. And if I were to do it again with a brand new car, I'd probably go ahead and put PPF on day one or close there to it. Now, another accessory that I really like in this car is I replaced both the side mirrors with wide angle mirrors. And I've actually forgotten that these are installed. They work so well, especially on the highway. Even with the turn signal camera, these wide angle mirrors make a huge difference in how well you can see the road. It's just something better about being able to glance off to the left and see these mirrors. These mirrors are awesome. I would highly recommend them. I want to pause right here real quick to let you know that the Tesla referral program is back. And if you're looking to pick up a Tesla, make sure you use the referral link to save $1,000 off of your purchase. Use any referral link, but if you want to use this one, that would be great. All right, now let's jump into the interior of the car, which frankly have a lot more things going on. And we're going to start here with probably the very first thing that I did with my car, and these are the Baymax stickers. I get more comments about these stickers than literally anything else, and they are just vinyl stickers that are stuck onto the white seats that make it look like the Baymax character from Big Hero 6. They're super cheap on Amazon. There is a link in the description below, but I really like these. Now, another thing that I want to say that is also completely hidden and that you don't know it's there is I did upgrade the tire speaker system to a completely set of Alpine speakers. They did take what was a really good audio system up to the next level. Difficult to show you, but I'll leave a link to the installation video right here if you want to see that in more detail. Super easy to install. It really didn't take a ton of time. The instructions were great, and overall, I really like the sound quality that I get from these speaker upgrades. Also, one thing that I would highly recommend that you do if you get any Tesla is to put a screen protector over your main screen. And I did that. And I went with a matte screen protector and I installed it pretty early on in this process. In fact, I think I had it ready to go before I even had my car. And I haven't changed it. It's the same screen protector that's been installed for the last 3.5, almost 4 years. There are some nicks and chips on the bottom edges, and that's exactly what it's there designed to do, to protect your screen. So it's doing its job. I have no plans of replacing it. I don't even know it's there, and that's sometimes the best accessory. Next, we have to talk about phone charging. There are a ton of phone chargers available to you, and I have tested out a bunch, and I can tell you that my favorite so far is from a company called Magbak, and it merges directly into the screen of your Tesla. It fits in a perfect location where you can see it in a portrait mode without taking your eyes off the road, and you can use Face ID and all of those things, and it's just powered, and the cord is relatively hidden. It goes down below. I can't say enough about this Magbak charger. It grips and holds better than any charger that I've ever used, and it also charges really well. If you're looking for a good phone charger for your Tesla, I'd highly recommend looking at one of these. Now, this accessory is something that I haven't had in this car for very long, but I have had in this car a version of them since day one. In fact, since day zero, and those are get yourself a set of good quality floor mats. The one I have right now are the ones that I particularly like the best, and I've reviewed a bunch of them over my days, and these are from 3D Mats, and I will admit that they are kind of the Cadillac of floor mats, and they are pricey. If you want to get cheaper ones, there are cheaper ones out there, but all of them, virtually all of them, are better than the floor mats that you will get from Tesla, which are just the basic carpet floor mats. And get yourself a set of good quality floor mats, especially if you're in an environment where you've got winters and bad climate and you're drudging in a lot of sand or snow or whatever. Floor mats will save your bacon. Now, my Tesla is a 2021. It's actually an early 2021. I got this car in November of 2020 during the pandemic, and it has the original center console. And for those of you that remember the original center console, it was covered with a piano black finish, which was just prone to all kinds of fingerprints and marks and all of those things. Frankly, it was a bad design choice on Tesla's part. But fortunately, the aftermarket community kicked in, and there is a plastic ABS shell that I got that I love. I don't even know it's there. And coupled with the cup holder that fits nice and perfect in there, I have perfectly protected my entire center console. From there, we'll shift over to the charging mat from Jowua. The charging mat works really well as a replacement to the factory mat, and it has an integrated memory card, so you can use your Sentry mode right from that little slot. My car actually doesn't have a memory USB connection in the glove box. That came later. So if you're concerned about people breaking into your car and stealing the memory stick on older Teslas, this one is really, really hard to find. Now, not all of these products are actually available anymore because Tesla stopped shipping this particular center console quite a long time ago, but some of them are still available, and there are links in the description below. The other thing that I want to show you is what's going on down here in the center console, which is organization. And organization in your Tesla is something that you're probably very interested in. The center consoles have a lot of space, and you want to make sure that you're utilizing that space efficiently. From Tesla, you don't get much, and there are a lot of aftermarket accessories available for various shelves, and there are a couple here that I really like. Up here in the front, there's a nice shelf that I can pull out that I can get access to storage underneath. I also have a rear organizer in the back. You can see that it's full of junk and crap, but that's exactly what it's there for. It's got a rubberized shell that you can pull out and clean if you happen to spill anything in there. But overall, I really like these organizers. You do a lot of road tripping or you're in your car a long time, you're going to have trash, and it's good to have a place to put that trash. And one, or actually two things that I have that are go-to, one is in the back seat, is a full-blown trash bag designed for the Tesla Model Y. It's illuminated, it's got a magnetic close, it works really, really well, especially if you want to throw things away from the front in the back. Just reach back, have it clipped onto the back of the passenger side seat. Once you do that, you can have just really easy access to throw whatever you want away. I also have up in the front in the side cubbies a couple of trash cans, and I am actually a big fan of the Cyber trash can that is available. It is kind of Cyber-esque. It's geometric. I've been using it for a long time. I have to admit that the lid is actually broken off of it just because we shove a lot of stuff in there, but we still use it. And the reason why we use it is because it fits in that cubby perfectly and wedges itself in there so it doesn't bounce around. So between the Cyber trash cans and the trash can in the back, you pretty much have everything covered with waste management. Another accessory that I really like, and I've actually never covered this accessory on my channel before, and that's these. These are the Sexy Buttons from Enhance Auto. These Sexy Buttons, I have a set of two. You can do just about anything that you want inside the car by pressing these buttons. The idea is you stick these buttons somewhere in the car, and then when you press them, they perform various functions. And I actually haven't figured out where I want to put these yet, so I actually keep them in a container that they come in, and I have one set up right now to acknowledge the nag for full self-driving, because yes, I still have 12.3.6 and will likely have it forever in a hardware 3 car. I'm not salty. Yeah, if I want to acknowledge the nag, I can go ahead and press this white button here, and it will acknowledge the nag and make it think that I moved the scroll wheel. Now, this bottom one here, I have set up currently to open the glove box. And speaking of glove box, which takes me to my next accessory, which is a glove box organizer. I really like it. You're not in your glove box very much, but having a decent organizer, this one is super easy, relatively cheap to put, and goes together really simply. It simply just pushes in, pulls out, but it gives you a bunch of cubbies to store all the things you might want to store inside your glove box. And I really like this one. I have one that I actually almost missed because I don't think about it, but I actually use it every single day, multiple times a day, every time I get in the car. And it's the performance pedals inside this particular Tesla. Now, the factory gives you just a black boot to go over the brake pedal. They don't give you anything to go over the accelerated pedal. And I have a set of performance pedals actually in both my cars that I just think kind of elevate the car to another level, give it that sportier kind of look. And also gives you an extra layer of protection down there. And they've got good rubber kind of foot grips on them. They've got a metal, shiny metal look to them, overall performance pedals. And they're really kind of cheap actually too, from a pricing perspective, but they hold up really, really well. Another accessory that I have is another accessory that I don't tend to think about and actually forget it's there. And I have these door sill covers to protect both the front and back of my car when people are getting in and getting out. And the sill is just something, it's just a hard kind of plastic shell. It looks carbon fiber. It's not carbon fiber, but it looks carbon fiber. But it just allows me to protect the inner sill of the car. They work really well. Again, they completely blend in. I've forgotten they're there, but they do the job that they were intended to do. So these have stuck with my car. All right, there you have it. These are all of the accessories that I use on a daily basis in my Tesla Model Y. If you think any of these are right for you, I'll leave links in the description below so you can go out to all the various websites and track them down and pick up some of your own. Again, make sure you use those discount codes. I have all those discount codes for the various manufacturers listed in the description below. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you did, I'd appreciate you going down and tap on that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscriptions are always welcome. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.